Welcome to the Confidence in You podcast, designed to help you build confidence and create positive, lasting change in your life. And here's your host, Helen Luxford.
Hi, and welcome back to the podcast, and thanks for being here again. Today, I want to talk about empowerment. Empowerment is a word that is thrown around a lot, but what does it really mean, and what does it mean for you? I'm going to chat about what it means for me. When I hear people say, I want to be empowered, or they talk about empowerment for others, to me it means that someone doesn't feel in control of something in their life, or maybe in all areas of their life. I can understand how this may happen. There may be an experience that occurred that deflated you or took away your confidence or stripped your self-esteem. Or you may have grown up in an environment where adults and influential people around you were saying things like, you're not good at that, you're so dumb, what makes you think you can do that? Or similar comments. And if this happened as a child and you grew up hearing these sorts of things, especially if those comments were directed at you, it's no wonder that as an adult you may have low self-esteem, have lost your confidence, or don't feel empowered in life. For me, empowerment is about helping you connect back in with you, with your soul, your true self. To acknowledge the things you want, desire, and think about, but that you might be too afraid to really let yourself dream that one day you might be able to have them. Or you may be working towards them, and then for some reason something goes wrong, and there may be some self-sabotage happening, but you don't realise it. Or you might realise it, but you can't stop it. The thing is, you don't allow yourself to dream about these things because something inside you pulls you back and is keeping you stuck. This is your unconscious brain connecting back in with some sort of belief that has been installed in it, either through a traumatic event or through your upbringing. Now, you may not even be aware of this because it's an unconscious thing, but there's something stopping you. You're feeling stuck, but you're not quite sure why. And you know what? The thing is that stuff happens to all of us in life, and some of it can be pretty damn bad. But that thing, that person, those experiences don't have to define you for the rest of your life. But for some of us, we get stuck on that cycle of reliving it, remembering it, feeling those disempowered feelings, feeling that I'm not good enough, feeling all those things that are someone else's images or words putting on you. And the stuff that's happened to you. But if you hold on to it and you keep repeating it or reliving that event, then you are going to stay stuck and disempowered because your mind is keeping you stuck there. Now, moving forward is not something that happens at the click of fingers or by someone saying, oh, get over it, happened a long time ago. But the good news is you can make changes. You can let go of past events and beliefs that are no longer serving you. And you can allow yourself to create the space to step into something different in the future. Becoming empowered starts by understanding where you're at, what you've experienced, and where you're currently disempowered. Then recognizing the how, what, and why this happened. And then acknowledging it for what it was, acknowledging that event or events for what they were. They're things that have happened in the past, and they've happened, and we can't change that. But they are in the past, and they're now affecting you in your current day, today's life. And you're allowing that because you're reliving it. And I'm not saying it's easy, but it is something that you can work on. What you can do is change how you think about those events now. You can look back with hindsight, with a different lens. You can't change the past, but you can change how it affects you in your life today and moving forward. You can learn to release and let go of those emotional triggers that may be keeping you trapped or disempowered or stuck. You can take back control of those parts of your life that may feel a little bit out of control at the moment. This can mean many different things to everyone, but it ultimately comes down to one thing: you having the ability to determine your own destiny. And you know what? The good news is that change is possible, and that empowerment for you is not only essential, but it's also beneficial for you and everyone in your life. Because when you're empowered, you become an agent of change in your life for you, for those around you, and for your community. And when you're empowered, you will speak up. You can use your skills and talents to create positive change in life. When you start to feel empowered, it's a good feeling. And when you feel empowered, your self-esteem is healthy and you're more focused on what is important to and for you. You are then able to make decisions that are aligned with your true self. You start listening to that good little voice inside you, the things that you want to do, those things that you want to do but you've been scared, and you can fall into alignment with your soul, and where your head, heart and gut are all aligned, and you're making decisions from that place of feeling empowered because you've got alignment with your head, heart and gut. And you know what? When that happens, it's a great feeling. I want you now to think back to a time, could be a long time ago, it might have been recently, either way is fine. Think back to a time when you felt in true alignment, when you did something or made a decision that just felt right. And you enjoyed every moment of it. You made a decision to go for it. You made a decision to do something and it felt so good and so right. And you were in the moment doing it and loving it and really, really just happy. Think back to that time. There was no second guessing or worrying about what others might think, because you just knew at your core that this was the right thing to do for you in that moment. Tap into how great that feels. Tap into those feelings now and grab onto them and keep them close to your heart. You may even want to clasp your hands together or put your hand on your heart now as you remember those great feelings, and just breathe in and hold on to those feelings now. Create a feeling inside you now that captures that great time in your life. And next time when you're struggling, or those old limiting beliefs or that reliving of that past traumatic experience comes up, or when you're just struggling, feeling down, confused or unsure, go back and recall that memory, that moment and those wonderful feelings, and borrow them to help you in the challenging times. So let's talk about how you can reconnect and feel empowered. The fundamentals of feeling empowered is about doing things that are aligned with you, doing things that give you energy and don't drain you, doing things that bring you joy, doing things that are in alignment with your head, heart and gut, and you feel great about doing them. Empowerment, self-belief, self-esteem and confidence are all interconnected, and it all starts with you understanding what's important to you, where your time and energy goes, and how you can reclaim and take back control some of that. It's also important to note that this is a journey. It's not a quick fix. It's a journey, and like all journeys, it starts with one step, and then you take another, and then another. Because change happens with baby steps, small things that you just do one little thing and then another and then another. And then that just becomes your new normal and how you do things. So today, I want you to think about, imagine just taking one step and recognize where you're at and go from there. And if you'd like some support along the way, reach out and book for a free consultation to see how we might be able to work together on my website. Here's some tips to get you started. Number 1, take a few moments to look at your life and how busy you are. Really slow down and think about how many different roles do you play in your life. Number 2, how much time do you spend in each area and each one of those roles? And is that the percentage of time, the amount you want to spend in those specific areas? Or is there something that is draining you and taking you away from the things you'd rather be doing? Number 3, how can you lessen the time in the areas you don't want to be in and make more time for the things that you do want to do? What can you change? Number 4. Are there things or people that are taking advantage of your generous nature? Are you giving too much to some people? Are they relying too heavily on you when you know deep down that they could actually be doing more for themselves? Number 5. Now that you've evaluated where your time goes, notice now, do you need to make time to do something just for yourself? Or are you always too busy tending to others' needs? Because your needs are just as important, if not more important, than others. Number 6. Write a list of the things you love to do or you used to love to do that you'd like to start doing or reintroduce into your life again. Is there something you used to do that's dropped off? Of those list of things you just wrote, which one of those will bring you joy? Number 7. Think of 3 different ways you could make time to bring more of that one thing into your life now. 3 different ways. And then choose one of those 3 different ways and commit to yourself to do that, to create the time and space to bring back something that brings you joy. And share this with an accountability buddy, your partner, or a family member, or if you need to share it with more of the family so that they can pick up some of the stuff that you've been doing, then do that too. If you can't do that last one, then just make a list and read it every day to remind yourself of the things that you want to bring into your life. Make notes on that list on how you can build the things into your life that are important to you. It could be anything from having a shower without being interrupted, to doing something you really love, to feeling more respected in any area of your life. Anything really, anything that's important to you. And lastly, empowerment is about you feeling confident in that area or all areas of your life. So step into life with confidence. Borrow some of mine if you need to. Just, borrow a little bit. And then let your light shine, because the world needs to see you shine from within. And today I'm going to finish with a short poem. Self-empowerment, a spark within, a flame that burns, a fire that begins, a force that drives, a strength that grows, a power that comes, a confidence that shows. To feel empowered is to feel alive, to stand tall and truly thrive. It's knowing your worth and owning your voice, to make choices and to rejoice. For the body it means so much. To feel empowered is to be in touch with every inch, every curve, every line, to appreciate it all and know it's divine. It's to treat it well with love and care, to nourish it and to be aware of all the things that make it strong, to move with grace and to belong. Self-empowerment, it's a beautiful thing. It's what makes your heart and your body sing. So embrace it fully and let it shine, for it's what makes you truly divine. So let your light shine. With love and light, thanks for listening and sharing this podcast with family and friends. And I'd love a rating on iTunes so together we can reach more people. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.